If you guys don't know, my name is Sarah Rasmussen, and I am from Humble, Iowa. So I'm so excited to be able to be partnering with the Humble Area Arts Council in order to provide a few exciting classes for you guys to do at home. And I see that I have some adults with me. I hope there's some kids joining as well. I'm so excited to be able to do this. And I'm starting out with something that is very near and dear to my heart, and that is farm animals. If you know me at all, you know that I can't stop talking about the fact that I grew up on a farm, and I'm so proud of my parents because they raise pigs and provide food for this world. And I moved out to Boston in August, and I still can't stop talking about the fact that I'm from Iowa and I grew up on a pig farm. So I thought it would be fun today to draw some farm animals and maybe a few other little things that that a farm needs. So we're gonna start. I do have 3 rules and guidelines for all of you at home. I know there's some adults watching too, so these are especially for you. So the first one is I really want you guys to use your imagination. So we are all kind of in this weird situation where we don't know what's happening and we are staying at home all the time. Today I put on makeup, did my hair, I even brushed my teeth. So remember that is still important, even if you're going to stay at home all day, kids. Still brush your teeth. But we need to use our imagination more than ever right now. So try and do that as much as you can today. The second thing is nothing you draw is bad or wrong. That is creativity. So you'll see I'm probably going to make some mistakes. I'm not an expert doodler. I love doodling. I've been doing it for a really long time, but there is no wrong doodles. That's why I call them doodles and not drawings, because doodling requires no effort and no skill. It just means you're doing your best. And then the third rule is have fun. So really, they're not rules, but as long as you're doing those 3 things, I really hope that you enjoy. Okay, so first we're going to start off. I hope you all can see this. I want you to be joining in on the comments. I've done a few practice doodles up here, but one thing you should know about me and artists is that oftentimes we still look at references while we're doodling. So I have my iPad over here. I'm going to be looking at a few references so that I know kind of what I'm going to be trying, but I have some practice ones up here I've already done. So let's get started. I think our first one is going to be a cow doodle. So I used to have a bucket bottle calf, so that is fun. But cows are something that you typically see right away when you see someone who posts pictures on the farm. So I'm going to start off with his head. So a lot of things you should know about doodling is it's always just shapes, kind of. So that's going to be his nose. So I'm going to do that first. And then kind of around his nose, let's see here. I'm going to make this kidney shape. So that's going to be his head shape. Let me know if you can be seeing this. If you need me to do anything else to adjust the camera, let me know. I'm going to do his ears next. So all these are just basic shapes. Like this is kind of the shape of a leaf. And then this is kind of a kidney bean shape. And his nose is an oval. So know that there's no way you can be messing up here on these. So now I'm going to draw his body. I'm just going to do a straight line over. Remember that these are doodles. These aren't drawings. So I'm not doing anything super realistic. I'm doing kind of what you would see in a storybook. So I'm going to make his little rear end here. Have him go down. I'm going to move to his chest. So his chest is going to be a little curved like that. And then we're going to add his 4-hoofed feet. So I'm going to make 1 foot here, and then I'm going to go down here and make his other foot here. See, it looks like there's only 2 feet. Well, a lot of the times you can't see where the other foot is. So it's going to be coming from the other side. So it's going to be protected by his belly. So we're going to do that. And those were just little little rectangles. So that wasn't too hard to draw. Okay, now I'm going to make his tail because why not? That's a fun thing to do. And sometimes you have to stop and do a fun thing in the middle of all the hard work. So that's going to be his tail for me. This is kind of a short calf, which is okay, but he still needs hooves. So I'm going to draw little lines and hooves. You're doing a great job, everyone. I can already tell. Okay, and then for his eyes, I'm not going to do anything special. I'm actually going to just do some half moon shapes for his eyes, like that. Okay, and then I think my cow is going to have a little bit of hair on the top of his head and maybe some horns. I'm going to do some horns on my cow. Your cow doesn't have to have those things. My cow does. And then I'm going to do some spots on my cow. One thing I mentioned in the comments before this video is you don't have to have anything special. I'm just using a black marker so that you all can see a little bit better, and then a white piece of paper. But you can be using markers if you want. This is kind of my marker toolbox. I love Crayola markers, so that's a lot of what I have. But you don't need anything special. You could also be using colored pencils. That's this. You could just be using a piece of pencil or a pencil and a piece of paper. Okay, I don't have my tripod, so I'm doing my best I can with my computer. I'm gonna keep working on these suggestions. But here's another spot on my cow and another one here. Sometimes cows have udders. That'd be mama cows. So I'm going to do that on mine. And I think I might be done with my cow, and I'm going to move on to my next animal. Okay, I'm going to flip my sheet of paper over. And the next cow I want to draw the next animal I want to draw is a pig. So, of course, I love pigs because I grew up on a pig farmer, and I think we have a few pig farmers watching today, so that's really exciting for me. I did want to mention, too, that these little guys are kind of the reason why I do a lot of this stuff. Those are my nieces and nephew, and they're my pride and joy, and I love them so much, and they love the pigs, too, so I thought that would be an appropriate time to mention them. So if you're watching, hi Ava, hi Owen, Cora, and Jill. Okay, so I'm going to do a pig now. I'm going to do my first one. I'm just going to do an easy, simple pig like this. That's going to be his nose. And then I'm going to draw a big, round face. So it's just a circle. And then pigs usually have triangle ears, or sometimes their ears are flopped over. So I'm going to do that for that pig's ear. It's kind of flopped over a little bit. And then his little eyes. I'm going to do the little snout nose. He might have a little smile. I think he has a little smile. Okay, and then I'm going to just do him sitting and do a little tail. And that's going to be the end of my first pig. Now I'm going to do another pig. Because why not do two pigs? Because that was too easy, I think. I think you all can handle a little bit harder. Okay, this pig we're going to use his whole body. So we're going to do his nose here. It's his nose starting out. And then we're going to go with make his head. Make his ears. He's got big ears. Remember, there's no mistakes, so even if I make a mistake, it's not a mistake, it's just creativity. And then I'm gonna have this pig sitting up. So these are gonna be his front legs. I know that looks a little silly right now, but we're gonna make him on his hind legs like this. He looks goofy, huh? He looks kind of silly, huh? He's kind of sitting on his hind legs. And then pigs all have curly cute tails. So that wasn't my best pig, but I'd say it's a good one. I think it's time for us to move on to another animal. Okay. I think this time I want to do sheep. So I used to show sheep in the county fair, so they're pretty close to my heart. Did you know that sheep like black licorice? They think that flavor is pretty yummy. So the start of my sheep, I'm just going to draw a circle. That's going to be his head. And then I'm going to draw a big fluff ball. He's a big fluffy sheep. This sheep hasn't been sheared yet. And I'm going to have this sheep have really big eyes, because I think sheep are funny with big eyes. And I'm going to draw some ears. And then he's just going to have two little dots for his nose. He's going to be a funny sheep, huh? And then for his legs, I'm just going to draw down a little. Remember, when you are watching this now, I might be going a little fast, but you can always watch this video again. We're going to save it after this, and you'll be able to watch it whenever you want. There's his feet. And I'm going to give, sometimes sheep don't have tails, but I'm going to give him a little tail. And then to make him a little bit fluffier, I'm just going to go around and make a little fluffy in the middle of his sheep like this. There! He's my little fluffy sheep. Okay, I think we've drawn 3 animals, and by now we need a barn to put these animals in. So I'm gonna draw a little barn. What do you guys think? Do you think we should draw a barn? Okay, so here's going to be the door of my barn. I'm just going to draw a big square. And then I'm going to draw the foundation a little bit. That's maybe what I should have done first. See, I'm still learning too. So I'm going to draw a foundation. That's going to be the grass, the bottom. And then around the barn, sometimes barns are in this kind of like, they have a little bit of a hexagon roof. So I'm going to draw 2 lines out there. And then for the roof, I'm going to draw kind of here, like this. And then from there, I'm going to go up a little bit. Yeah, that didn't really change mine too much, but there you go. And then sometimes barns have a little like pinnacle at the top. Some of these old barns. So I'm going to do that on my barn too. So there's kind of a double roof. And then to make it look a little bit more like it's a roof, I'm just kind of going like this. Like this. That kind of looks like that. Sometimes barns are red. Some of these old barns are red. So if you're using color today, you could color in this red here and maybe leave the roof white. So then I'm going to add the door. I think needs to open in the middle. And then sometimes they have this outline like that. And then they have kind of stripes on it. Like this. So if I were coloring again, I would color this red, those little triangles, and then leave a little bit white in the middle. And then I think on the top here, I'm going to have a little bit of a window. So then maybe the chickens can come look out. Maybe the chickens are up here on the top. So on this one, I'm going to have there being some little hay come out. So that's going to be the base of my window. Feel free, if you guys are drawing too, feel free to leave your drawings in the comments so I can see what they look like. I'd love to see your drawings, your doodles. This is going to be the window. Sorry for that. That was a sound on my phone. Uh-oh, all my colored pencils fell. That is something that would happen. Okay, there's my little window. And now I'm going to draw a silo off to the side. So I'm going to extend this line up. Oops, there you go, up. And then I'm going to draw, sorry about that, guys. I have, maybe do that. Okay. This is my silo. I'm going to draw this guy, and then for a silo I'm going to put some lines on it across. So if you're doodling all on the same paper, you can put your little sheep next to your barn. Maybe your pig goes inside your barn. And your cow. Maybe you could draw a little fence over here so your cow has a way to go outside. Maybe you draw that. Here's a fence. And your cow's out there. How about that? Does everyone like that barn? Remember, this was all just a compilation of shapes. So we have a square right here. We have a square here with a triangle on top. This is just a long rectangle. We got a lot of triangle working and a lot of lines. So I know you all can do that. I know you're very capable. Okay, I think I'm going to do 2 more animals at least. We'll see how the time goes. I'm only on here for about a half an hour, but I did have a little technical difficulties at the beginning, so I'm going to stay on a little bit past 11 or 10:30. It's 11:30 my time, but I think next we need to do a little how about a chicken? I know a lot of people like chickens on their farm. So let's see here. What kind of chicken am I gonna do? I'm gonna do a simple chicken. So I'm gonna start with a teardrop shape. Like that. And then this is gonna be kind of his mouth. So I'm gonna do this like that. Okay. And then he's gonna have a little thing down there that's similar. I can't remember. Is that you all might be more farm experts, chicken experts than I am, but I think that's on, is that the male that has the little gaggle, or is it the female? I can't remember. So then I'm gonna make him have a little bit of a wing there. I'm gonna do his feet 2 lines down, so you all can do that. I know you can. 2 lines down. And then these guys here, like that. Okay, now we need to give him an eye. You can choose, remember, there's lots of different ways that we've done eyes. Sometimes an eye is just a little half moon. Sometimes I've done just a little dot. And then on the sheep, I did a whole eyeball like that. I think with this one, I'm going to do another little eyeball like that, because I think he's kind of goofy looking. And then I'm going to add him a tail. You can do however you want. But like that. Goofy tail. Sometimes chickens are goofy, I think. Sometimes I don't think they're the smartest creatures in the world, but maybe you do. I don't know. Okay, so I'm going to set him off to the side. And I'm going to do... So we have a chicken. Sometimes farms have a duck, too. So I'm going to do a little duck. So for my duck, I'm going to have him have a really long neck and a body like this. It's kind of goofy, huh? And then I'm going to have his beak be 2 more little hot dog shaped things like that. Can you see the duck yet? I'm going to do another feather there. Maybe this guy's a ringed neck duck. And do a little eye on this guy. Not a big eye, just a little dot. And then he needs some feet too. Duck's feet are like really webbed. So I'm going to do this like that. How does that look? He's kind of a funny looking duck. And then I'm going to have him a little tail like that. There's my farm duck. If I were coloring this, I'd probably do him like that dark green color and then leave his neck white and his beak be orange or yellow and his feet orange or yellow. Okay. What other animal do I want to do? If you have a suggestion of a farm animal, I can take a suggestion for this last one. Otherwise, I might do a horse if I don't hear. I think I'll do a horse. How about that? Horses are farm animals. You can't really have a horse in town, huh? Okay, I'm going to do a very simplified horse. I'm not going to do a drawing of a horse. Remember, I'm going to do a doodle of a horse. So horses, I think, have this oval shape. That's going to be the start of my oval shape. And then I'm going to make his body here. And then I'm going to, from there, connect him. So if you were using a pencil, you could erase these lines. But for me today, I'm just going to leave them. I'm going to pretend like that's part of my design. And give him ears. Horses have ears. And his nose, I'm just going to do this with. There. And then I'm going to give him a mane here. Here's his mane. And he needs some legs, huh? Horses usually have long legs. They're not quite this skinny, but that's what I'm doing today. Remember, there's no wrong way. You're all capable. You're all doing a great job. I can tell even though I can't see you. Use his tail like this. It's kind of a goofy horse, huh? And I'm going to do his eyes like this again. I think I'd still have fun riding that horse, though. Okay, friends, how are we doing? Should we do one more animal? Do you have any suggestions? Maybe I'll do one of my favorite animals. I love dogs. So maybe I'll do a farm dog. I'm just going to do a few dog faces so we can try. Oh, we have a farm dog suggestion and a cat suggestion. Maybe I'll do both. So I'm going to do a little farm dog face. So thank you for those suggestions. This dog looks kind of like a little farm dog, I think. He's going to be the start of mine. He looks kind of like a pig to start. Oops. Why not? Don't worry, I can save this. So there I just give two big circles and his yummy tongue right there. Who doesn't love puppy kisses? He's kind of a funny dog, huh? I'll do one more dog, I think. Like this. I'm going to do his nose like that. So there's just a circle and a triangle nose. We have some dog suggestions. So I'm glad that I'm doing a few dogs. I always do this for the dog's nose. So I have two little lines here, kind of almost like in the shape of a W. And then a big tongue, because I think dogs on the farm are really happy that they're outside. Two here. And then for this little guy's ears, I'm going to make him kind of like a Labrador. He looks like a happy dog, huh? I was trying to think of maybe one more dog, but Well, we could do a dog from the side view. So we'll start here. We'll make this little line just like that. So I kind of just made another line and a line here. And make him down like that. And then I'm going to do a big ear. Big ear. And then his nose is going to be up here. I'm going to make him a big nose. And his eye. Make him a happy dog. Maybe his tongue is still sticking out. That's a little funny. Okay, how about a cat now? We had a suggestion for a cat. And then I'll leave you guys be. I had so much fun today. We'll do a cat last. And I had one saved. Okay, we'll do a cat laying down, like he's laying down in the grass. Another thing I wanted to mention, a lot of the times I'll show you with my barn. Actually, I'll show you with this duck here. When I am drawing on the farm, a lot of the times I like to put grass because I think that some of these animals live out in the grass. So for me to draw grass, all I do is draw little tufts like this. And sometimes I put a little line, another little line up here, and then I add tufts of grass. And that's literally just a scribble. And now he looks like he's in some grass. And if ducks kind of sometimes live in those little places with like weeds, so I just do some like that. So that's all you have to do to make him look like he's living in something. Okay, last one is a kitty. Draw a circle. That's how a lot of these start, huh? An oval or a circle for their head. 2 ears. Those are the 2 ears. Then I'm going to draw another triangle for his nose, but this one's facing down. 2 eyes. For a cat, I do kind of just a line down and then a little line across, like that. I think he's that's kind of how I fit him. And then some whiskers, like that, because cats always have great whiskers. And then I'm going to draw his body for this one. So I'm going to make him have like that, a line like that. And I'm going to bring that around up like that, like a big curve, a big swirl looking thing. And that's going to be his tail. So I might do that because I think my cat has a little funky white tip on his tail. And then I'm going to bring his arms down like this. So I'm going to make a line there. And then I'm going to give him 2 paws here. Kind of down like that. I think this one. He's kind of funny. I think I made his body a little bit too big, but remember, there's no mistakes. I'm going to give him some coloration here. Gonna give him a little. That's gonna be my cat. Well, guys, I think that we've made it to our time. I'm so excited that you came and drew farm animals and came to the farm with me today. It was fun for me to kind of jump back in the farm today because I'm living in the big city right now. I hope you enjoyed. Next week, this is the big reveal. My little studio office here, but next week, same time, same place, I have something great for you for doodle time, and it's going to be regarding Mother's Day, which is the following Sunday. So I want to be able to prepare you all, give you a little gift to give to your moms. So next week we're going to do flowers and plants, and so you can give it to your mom or your grandma or any mom that you know in your life, or anyone who's not a mom and you think needs little flowers in their life. But then also tune in on Tuesday, because at the same time on Tuesday, 10 to 10:30, I'm going to be releasing a art at home class. And this is going to be a video you can watch anytime you want. So it's going to be posted at 10 a.m. But if you can't get there right at 10 a.m., it's not going to be a live that I need you to interact with. But it is going to be posted at 10 a.m. And on Tuesday, we're going to do another fun Mother's Day related project. We are going to be making paper vases and flowers, so you can make those for your moms. So kids, if you don't want your mom to know, just say don't hear that, because you want to give that to them. But I am really excited to teach you how to do a few fun things for your moms in the next week. So you can, so you can have so much fun and give them something that you did yourself, because you know what? Moms love you and they love Mother's Day, but they love homemade art even more. I know that from my own mom, who's been here supporting me through this whole class. So I hope you are able to join me in the next week on Tuesday and on Friday. And I hope you enjoyed today, because I had so much fun with you. And I will post some of the pictures of my drawings in the comments, so if you want to go back and refer to them, maybe that will be helpful for you. And I hope you had fun and this was everything that you were expecting. I had a lot of fun, and it took away my nerves about my first live art class, and I had a lot of fun. So thank you so much for joining me, and I hope you have a great weekend, and you find some time to be outside and to enjoy yourselves in whatever way that makes you happy. And don't forget to use your imagination. Bye, guys.